What's the smartest way you tested which family members actually loved you? I pretended to be terminally ill to see who would actually show up. Last month, I got some routine blood work done, and my doctor called saying there was an irregularity that needed follow-up. While waiting for results, I had this dark thought. What if I was actually dying? Who from my family would even care? My family has always been distant. Sure, we text on birthdays and show up to obligatory dinners, but there's no real connection. My sister Emma lives 2 hours away and always has excuses. My brother Jake treats family events like networking opportunities. My parents retired to Florida and act like their parenting job ended when I turned 18. So I decided to run an experiment. I told each family member separately that I had received devastating news. Stage 3 lymphoma, 6 months to live. I wanted to see who would drop everything to be there. Emma's response came 3 hours later. "Oh wow, that sucks. Let me know if you need anything." Then radio silence for 2 weeks. When I called crying, asking if she could visit, she said she was super busy with work stuff, but could maybe do a video call next month. Jake was worse. He immediately started talking about life insurance policies and whether I had updated my will. He offered to help manage my affairs, since I'd probably be too emotional to make good decisions. He suggested I move back in with our parents to save money for treatments. My parents' reaction broke my heart. Dad launched into stories about his own health problems, barely acknowledging mine. Mom asked if this meant I'd finally get serious about my faith and suggested the illness was God's way of teaching me something. They said they'd pray for me but couldn't travel because of Dad's back. Meanwhile, my neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, who I barely knew beyond polite waves, knocked on my door when she noticed I looked upset getting my mail. When I broke down and told her my fake diagnosis, she immediately hugged me and started crying too. She brought dinner every night that week and insisted I shouldn't be alone. My coworker David, who I'd mentioned it to casually, organized an entire meal train through our office. People I'd hardly spoken to were dropping off groceries, offering rides to appointments, and checking in daily. The most shocking response came from Marcus, a guy from my gym who I'd chatted with maybe 10 times total. When word somehow reached him, he showed up at my apartment with tears in his eyes, saying his mom had died of cancer and he knew how scary it was. He offered to drive me to treatments, research doctors, anything I needed. After a month of this, I felt sick about the lie but amazed by the contrast. Strangers were treating me like beloved family, while my actual family treated my terminal illness like a minor inconvenience. I decided to come clean through a group text. "Hey everyone, I have an update about my health situation. Turns out the tests were wrong. I'm completely healthy. False alarm, but thank you all for your support during this scary time." Emma responded with a thumbs up emoji. Jake asked if I'd gotten a second opinion because medical mistakes can be expensive. My parents said they were relieved and reminded me not to worry them like that again. But Mrs. Patterson cried with joy and brought celebration cookies. David organized a "You're Not Dying" party at work. Marcus hugged me so tight at the gym and said he was just grateful I was okay. The experience taught me that family isn't about DNA. It's about who shows up when life gets hard. I've started spending holidays with my chosen family instead. Last weekend, Mrs. Patterson, David, Marcus, and I had the most meaningful Thanksgiving of my life. Blood might be thicker than water, but love is thicker than blood.